Good afternoon and welcome to Southwestern Jaguars basketball live on Cali Photo Sports on YouTube. Jeff Kurtz alongside Scott Catlin for today's matchup between the LA Harbor Seahawks, coming in with a record of 3-8, against the Southwestern Jaguars with a record of 7-6. And Scott, you've got two teams today in very different places. They played earlier in the year, Southwestern with the win. LA Harbor under 24th year head coach Tony Loza, really in a rebuilding phase here with this team. They've got a lot of young kids, a lot of freshmen playing this year, and that lends itself a lot to their 3-8 record to start out the season.
Yeah, so it's going to be incumbent upon them to try to establish their style of play early, not play from behind. No live ball turnovers. They're not the biggest team in the conference, so they're going to have to try to get some early offense, some easy buckets. The Jaguars, conversely, the Jaguars are by far at their best when they hit the boards, push the pace, get early easy buckets, and then crash the boards because sometimes they struggle in the half-court offense.
Well, and this 7-6 team in the Southwestern Jaguars under third-year head coach Tyrone Shelley have really been road warriors this year. Just the third home game for Southwestern in the early part of the season, and this coming into their 14th game of the year. They're 1-1 at home, but they played at one point 11 straight games on the road. So Coach Shelley and the team really happy to be back in a familiar location.
Yeah, absolutely. But especially at home, a team you've already played, you really need to establish your style of play early, and when they're physical, when the ball's touching the paint, they're at their best. LA
Harbor's starting lineup tonight, they're in the dark blue jerseys, navy blue jerseys with the navy blue shorts. Milad Delverani, number 1, Easy, and Ano Diame is wearing number 2 in the starting lineup today. Chase Nelson, AJ Jimerson, and Devin Wilmington, number 23, 24, and 31 respectively. Southwestern in the white jerseys, they're starting Jartavius Jackson, Baron Noble, Aiden Lockett, Devin Dunn, and Julian Soares. Southwestern going left to right across your screen. LA Harbor right to left, and the tap's going to be won by the Seahawks. First possession of the game, we'll get our first look here at this LA Harbor offensive set. Penetration, taking it in, one of their leading scorers, Ano Diame, and there we got a jump ball, turnover, tie up, and the ball goes to Southwestern.
Yeah, and with this starting lineup with the Jaguars, I'm not surprised they came out in man-to-man because they have the ability to switch everything. So I think they're going to try to put a lot of ball pressure, having some familiarity with this ball club they're playing.
Motion offense to the outside. Noble with the basketball on the right wing. Noble penetrate kick. First three on the way for Southwestern. Rims out. Battle for the rebound underneath. Loose ball picked up underneath by Soares. He's going to go up, draw the foul.
Yeah, and that's where I think the Jaguars definitely have an advantage. They need to crash the boards. They seem to be a little bit more physically strong. Suarez has definitely been in the weight room in the offseason. His post game, he looks like a mini Zach Randolph out there at times.
First free throw, no good. That foul went against Milad Delverani, his team's first. Soares out of Central Falls High School in Rhode Island. A long way from home, Scott, that's for sure.
A long way.
Misses both free throws. Rebound underneath by Nelson.
But at least he can walk around in shorts and shirts out here right now.
Yeah, that's
not in
for
Rhode
sure.
Island.
People would be looking at him with some side eye in Rhode Island if that was the case, if he was doing that right now.
Absolutely.
On the penetration, Wilmington into the paint. Shot
Good
rejected.
contest.
Nice block by Dunn.
And that's what Dunn does.
This is Lockett in the front court. Lockett leading scorer on this Southwestern team, averaging close to 22 points a game. On the exchange, Jackson, far side Noble. Noble penetrates, back door, and Dunn wasn't quite ready for that pass, but the ball deflected by the Seahawks.
Yeah, good idea. I think Dunn was expecting him to pull up and take the shot, but good idea, just didn't execute well.
Had a timeout on the floor. Delverani had to retie the shoe. Noble inbound. Corner with it. Soares drives into the key, takes it up. Tough shot in traffic, gets the bucket.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. That's when Soares is at his best, when he attacks the rim with force. Big, strong guy usually gets the bucket and the and one.
Diame on the pass to the wing. Great
Good
hustle. Jackson. Give off underneath. Layup good for Dunn. But credit Jackson with a fantastic play.
Jackson, a lot of hustle plays from Jackson. Jackson and Dunn bring the energy.
Ball down the left block. Taking it up. Tough shot. Wilmington gets the Seahawks on the board.
Yeah, that's a good move. Good contest. Just good defense, just better offense.
Southwestern the early lead. Soares swings far side. This is Lockett. Pull up from 3, but we got an illegal screen on the play that's going to go against Dunn. That'll be his first, team's first.
Yeah, he might have been moving just a tad, but I believe that's one of the calls where the officials are going, hey, this is how we're going to call pick and rolls this game.
Our crew for tonight's game, Ken Cawley, Alex Kerpuum, and Christopher Nuanis, our referees for the game today. This is Del Verani out high. Picks up the dribble, Lockett all over him. Diame now backs it out, sees a double team. Give off to Jimerson. Jimerson, nice up and under move, floats it on the way, rims out. Battle for the rebound, tapped out. Diame gets it. On the drive, Del Verani picks up the dribble, kick out, 14 on the shot clock. Oh, good backdoor look, but great defense by Noble, and stepping on the end line was Nelson. Turnover.
Yeah, that was a good idea. Just a tough angle, and you had good defense. Get the deflection.
Well, defensively, if you like defensive basketball, this has been your game. Not so much on the offensive end so far.
Well, this is more enjoyable than watching today's NBA for me with all those 30-footers being jacked up and no defense.
Here's a mid-range shot from 8 feet in the key. No good. Dunn, nice rebound and the putback.
And that's what Dunn does. So I've said it every game. It's important for him to stay out of foul trouble and stay on the floor because of that. Getting that early one, he has to be careful not to get a second one early. Good
and there's
steal.
A steal. Nice job by Jackson. Going to take it all the way up for the flush.
And that's those live ball turnovers I was talking about pregame.
Nelson going to start the offense. Jimerson with the basketball. Jimerson off the foot.
Another one.
Off his foot. Here's Noble going back the other way. He's going to go up strong. Great block by Jimerson. And Diame. And now we've got looks like it might be a dual technical foul here. Yeah, they're teeing up both Jackson and Jimerson with a little bit of conversation, it looks like, after the play.
Yeah, so being a former player myself, I can understand that. But also the coach and me, I'd be frustrated when the team has a breakaway. He could have let it play out, then blown the whistle. So now instead of having an open layup that could have got the momentum going, now they're taking the ball out on the outside. So L.A. Harbor was punished more so, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's for sure. They did have pretty much a 3-on-2, and Jimerson with a fantastic defensive play, just unable to keep the composure all the way through the end of it.
Yeah, but if both guys are talking, then let it go, in my opinion.
Substitution into the game for L.A. Harbor. Jason Gerald making his first appearance. Here's a pull-up 16-footer on the way. Good. Knocking it down, Nelson.
Yeah, he shot that confidently.
Lead now cut in half. More than 4 minutes into this one. Dunn getting good position down on the right block.
Yeah, let him go to work. Don't force it, though.
And this ball is going to be knocked out of bounds by the Seahawks. 16 seconds left on the shot clock. Jaguars basketball.
So one thing I haven't seen on offense with the Jaguars, when they do throw the ball in the low post, I haven't seen the wingman drop to the corner and play a two-man game. So hopefully that'll start happening as the season goes along.
Derek Edmond gets the inbounds pass. Just checked in for Jackson. Here's a three-pointer on the way. Great-looking shot by Lockett.
Yeah, that bodes well for the Jaguars, for Lockett to see his first one go down. He can heat up in a hurry.
Diame with the basketball. Straight away now with it, Gerald. Swung left side. Jimerson backs it in. Double team. Fade away 15-footer strong.
Yeah, that's
and we got a loose
shot.
ball foul.
Every time he's getting the ball, he's looking to score, but he's dribbling a little bit too much there.
Edmond picks up the loose ball foul, his first, team second. And Ano Diame to inbound.
Jaguars fell asleep there.
And we got a jump ball tie-up. Possession arrow favors Southwestern.
You have to communicate a little bit better than that. Can't give up an open look on an inbounds play.
Now our officials talking it over. Are they going to say it stayed? Did we not switch the possession arrow? Or?
Yeah, that's what happened because we already had one, and they just forgot to switch the possession arrow.
Anapuame to inbound. Corner with it, Gerald.
One more pass.
Jimerson now left wing, down to 10 on the shot clock. Driving, taking it all the way in. Tough shot in traffic, no good. Short, and the follow good for Nelson.
Yeah, it's a good work from Nelson there.
Nice leak out by the Jaguars, and a left-handed layup comes to Edmond, his first points.
Yeah, and that's when the Jaguars are at their best, when they get out in transition. And another ill-advised pass there. The turnovers are mounting for L.A. Harbor here.
Chuke Onomura, who had just checked into the game, loses the ball out of bounds. Well, I've been impressed with the Seahawks so far, Scott. They're actually getting to the offensive glass pretty well.
Yes, but when you're a struggling team, if you turn the ball over a lot, it's going to put you up against it. And right now, they just need to take care of the ball a little bit better.
Lockett with it. Thinking three, drives into the key, takes it all the way. Floater, no, he's going to draw the foul.
Yeah, not much, but he forced the contact there, made the officials blow the whistle.
That foul is going to go against Onomura, and that will be his first, team's third. First trip to the foul line for Lockett.
Really good free throw shooter historically.
Knocks down the first one.
Yeah, and to follow up on your point with L.A. Harbor, their half-court defense is fine. They're crashing. They're not getting the best looks on offense, but they're crashing the boards. It's the turnovers that are killing them.
Lockett makes both, 5 points on the game. The lead is 9. We're close to Anapuame getting a carryover. And now a timeout is going to be called by L.A. Harbor. The Seahawks want to talk this one over. 15-6 our score, Scott. We'll keep it right here on Cali Photo Sports YouTube channel. Southwestern Jaguars basketball. As you're looking at what's happening, what is Southwestern doing to be effective so far here in this game in your mind?
Well, the on-ball pressure is really giving L.A. Harbor fits. They must control the ball. They must limit their turnovers or they're going to get ran out of the gym. The Jaguars are taking those turnovers and getting out and running and getting early offense. And these easy layups are the difference in the game. That's the reason we have a 9-point game right now.
Well, timeout being called by L.A. Harbor and Coach Tony Loza in his 24th year, and a bit of congratulations to him. Just retired from L.A. Unified School District after 38 years. Last Friday was his final day as a PE teacher in L.A. Unified, and he says, I just wanted to focus on something else and maybe just this. So he's been coaching here, like we said at the top of the broadcast, for 24 years.
Wow. With
the Seahawks program. So he's seen a lot of teams roll in, and he said this one has been pretty unique in the sense that because we're a little bit younger, our focus has been less on, hey, this is what the other team runs, here's where we want to stop, and more like, hey, guys, why don't we just play straight-up fundamental defense? And that's the stage he said we're in right now, but he sees how the group is improving. He's been really happy with it.
Right, well, it's not where you start, it's where you end up. But so right now they really need to focus on those fundamentals, which are play good defense, don't turn the ball over, rebound, make layups and free throws. And if they do that, the one thing that bodes well in their favor is the Jaguars have had a tendency to mid-half sometimes have some lulls. And once they start the different personnel groups, sometimes they don't keep up the same intensity.
Well, out of the timeout, Seahawks basketball, 20 on the shot clock as the ball goes into the corner. Good ball movement by the Seahawks. Anapuame takes it into the key. Tough shot, blocked from behind. A follow, no. Gets his own rebound again. Ball poked away. Yep. Bounce pass down low. Nice job getting the ball underneath was Onomura, and he is going to be fouled.
Yeah, so what L.A. Harbor lacks in size and maybe even overall talent, they're pretty tenacious and they're pretty tough. So that's going to bode well for them. They're a young team. As they get stronger, get used to college basketball, onward and upward, the future looks bright for them.
Soares picks up the personal foul, his first. This is the first trip to the foul line for the Seahawks in the basketball game. First free throw, good. Substitution for L.A. Harbor as Eric Weeks will make his first appearance. Checking out is A.J. Jimerson. Second free throw a little strong. Noble the rebound. 1 out of 2 for the Seahawks on that trip. They trail by 8. And now going to a 2-3 zone is L.A. Harbor. So Southwestern having to adjust their offense. Going a little high-low action with a basketball. That was Soares. He kicks back out. Noble straightaway 3. Gets in.
Fine. So as I mentioned pregame, the Jaguars, when they get the ball into the paint, their three-point shooting goes way up because they're getting open looks. So that was really good offense, really good adjustment to the zone.
Yeah, Harbor's not going to be able to stay in that zone very long if the Jaguars are going to be able to hit from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they can hit the open threes as most college basketball players can.
Nice block shot underneath. Great defense by Southwestern. And then the leak out pass to Noble, a little bit too low. He's unable to hold on to it. But great defense by Soares down low, combining with Dunn.
Yeah, just poor execution on the transition on the pass. The angle's a little off. But good defense nonetheless.
Ano Puame really didn't have a good look down below. That was just stifling D by Southwestern.
Yeah, that was definitely an ill-advised shot.
Weeks kick out. Ball on the wing on Omare. Looking to drive baseline side. Goes up. Tough shot. Gets it in with a little bit of contact.
Yeah, that's just pure strength there.
He's got 3 points here in the first half.
Wouldn't be surprised if he played DN or tight end in high school.
You see a little bit of that in there. The way he absorbed contact and completed the play was great. Here's a three-pointer from the corner. Edmond off the back rim. No good. Anapuame tries to go down low. Ball rejected right back to him. Gerald on the wing. Gerald falls down, keeps the dribble. Nelson, kick out. Little two-man game on the far side. Nelson gave it off to Jimerson. He's stuck down low. Now driving, fadeaway two-pointer short from 18, and the rebound underneath to Lockett, and he's going to travel with the basketball.
Yeah, that's probably the right call there.
Tough shot by Weeks, though. That fadeaway 18-footer, I know one guy who was really good at those, and he's in the Hall of Fame. His name's Kobe Bryant. Not too many guys at the JC level can knock those down.
Yeah, I was even thinking farther back, MJ and most of the guys in the 80s and 90s, but the contested shots, the percentages go way down. Even guys who are great shooters like Steph, if you leave them open, they're going to make 30 to 40% more. So the contested shots here are what's giving the L.A. Harbor problems.
Darion Mitchell just checked the game, Scott, and turns the ball over immediately, giving it off to Jackson, who's come back in for Southwestern. Now he's going to give it right back. Onomorare goes up with a strong right hand.
And just like that, they're right back in it.
7-point game. Seahawks staying in that 2-3 zone. Nice patience on the part of the Jaguars. Lockett open, straightaway 3, good.
Yeah, you can't.
His second of the game.
Can't leave him open, especially once he's seen a couple go down.
Lockett's now got 8 in the first half. Gerald gives it off. This is Nelson. Nelson behind the back. Penetrates into the key, takes it all the way. Good defense provided by Noble, and the rebound goes to Soares. Soares going to take it all the way himself. Kick out far corner. Three-pointer on the way. Good.
Good find.
Edmond.
So right on cue, that's where the Jaguars are at their best. Is when they're good at threes when they're getting that transition, open corner three or on the wing. And when the ball touches the paint, it gets back to the top of the key or the wing.
And that's not an easy pass for Soares, Scott. I mean, he's dribbling to his right-hand side and has to thread the needle through the key to that far corner. But, boy, the way people are able to make those kinds of plays at this level now is pretty remarkable.
Yeah, and with Soares, remember Soares is a perimeter player that has a post game that's moved down to the post. So Suarez has had experience, handling the ball, being a point guard. So that makes him a dual threat. I've been advocating all season for him to be the high post guy because of that ability to get to the rim and to be able to find people in the cutters. Conversely, LA Harbor, they had a whole possession there where it's just dribble, dribble, dribble. One person takes on, gets by one guy, and then he has to take on 2 more defenders. So if they really need to get early offense, LA Harbor I'm speaking of, and have some better ball movement on offense, or they're going to be struggling all night.
Yeah, it did look like they got a little stagnant offensively and went very solo. A lot of solo game there.
Yeah, anytime you look like you're playing in a rec league with that one guy who's like, I'm going to score on any, but that's not a good look. Not going to be effective in the long haul at the college level. Ball movement, ball movement, ball movement.
So 10:56 left in the first half of play. 24-11, Southwestern knocking down a couple of threes. Lockett the first time, and then Edmond the second. 4 threes in the first half so far for Southwestern.
Yeah, and just when LA Harbor got back into it, got some momentum, they got sloppy with the ball, and they let the Jaguars impose their will. It's a crucial time for both teams. They can either close the gap or stretch. If it gets to 20, that's a problem. If they can stay here and maybe get under double digits, they'll be back in the game.
On the penetration, this is Weeks, and the ball is going to be stolen. Another great play by Soares, who's going to take it all the way down. The layup and one.
See, that's what Suarez does. Big, strong guy. That if you're going to foul him, you got to foul him. Otherwise, he's just going to go through that contact.
And to the free throw line for the second time today, looking to complete the 3-point play. That's pretty good for him this last, I don't know, what would you say, Scott, 40 seconds or so?
Yeah, he's had a good minute and a half.
Except for the free throw, but he gets the offensive rebound. Going to go up again with the right hand and get the bucket that way. Why not?
Yeah, why not get a 3-point play when you get a 4-point on the trip?
He's had an assist, a steal, and 4 points in less than a minute. Floater on the way, no. Follow, no good. The rebound underneath to Jackson.
Yeah, still too much one-on-one.
And now back to a man-to-man for the Seahawks.
Yeah, they almost they can't stay in that zone.
Soares, who's feeling it right now, going to take it down low, kick corner. 3-pointer on the way. First shot of the game for Manny Barnett, who just checked in, and he knocks it down immediately.
Yeah, good find. Good in-rhythm corner 3. That's the easiest one to make.
Jackson just picked up his second foul on the reach.
So it was a little prophetic on my part. Just like that, the lead balloons to 20. Danger time for LA Harbor here.
Good call, partner. That's pretty good. 7 quick points for Southwestern to make it 31-11. Past the midpoint of the first half. Here's a 15-footer no good from Jimerson.
Yeah, coach not going to like that. Oh, he might be getting taken out.
Yeah, Derek Wilmington up off the bench. He'll check in at the next break. This is Barnett, takes it into the key. The dump off down low to the newly checked in Tobias Oakwee, and Oakwee's going to lose the handle out of bounds. He was looking for the shot at the rim, not the quick pass from the guard.
Yeah, and a good idea, but that pass was hot. Most big men are going to have trouble catching that one, especially if they're not ready for it.
You need to have exceptional hands underneath for that kind of a catch.
And to be expecting it, because he was expecting going for a rebound.
Here's a 3-pointer on the way from Del Verani. The ball's going to kick off the back rim. Nice job. Strip it underneath Nelson. His shot, no. Battle for the rebound. Jackson loses it. Nelson kicks out, and we got a travel on Darion Mitchell.
Yeah, Nelson's right now the one bright spot for LA Harbor.
Yeah, a couple offensive rebounds. I mean, that's been the one bright spot for LA Harbor. They've been attacking the offensive glass really well, getting some second chance opportunities, but then the turnover right behind it.
Yeah, the problem is a lot of their shots are without a pass, so they're not. The other players aren't in position to attack the glass.
This is Barnett.
If you break down the defense a little bit, then you have more opportunities to score and get rebounds.
6 seconds on the shot clock. Open. Jackson, 3, no good. Battle for the rebound. Nice box out underneath by Onomore. And LA Harbor looking to peck away at this 20-point advantage. Taking it underneath. We got a block shot. We got a foul as well.
Oh, no, I didn't see it. Not much.
That foul is going to go against Soares, his second personal.
Good strong move. I thought it was a good contest, but I'm farther away than the officials, so I'll defer to them.
Well, now you've got Jackson and Soares both with 2 fouls each, so a little bit of a concern for Coach Shelley.
Yeah, at least he has done he can come back with. This is actually Coach Shelley historically has rotated more, especially in the first half, but this unit, this 6 or 7 guys he's been going with has been giving them good minutes, so and ballooned the lead, so you should go with it.
Onumare to the free throw line, 1 of 2 from the line so far in the first half. And there's that substitution. You mentioned Scott Dunn coming into the game. He'll replace Soares. Jackson's going to stay in. Does that surprise you that he's playing with 2 at this point, or you think Coach is trusting him here to keep it that way?
I think he might be coming out.
Oh, there it is.
No, so.
Oh, no, you're right. It's going to be Peyton Hill's going to check in replacing Oakwee.
Yeah, me personally, I would sit him and let Dunn do the work right now.
Onumare makes both free throws. He's got 7 in the game to lead his team. And then back to, well, it looks like an extended 2-3 zone here.
Yeah, they kind of have to do that, at least with Lockett when he's at the top of the key. Can't leave him open.
And now we got a whistle and a push.
Going to be in the bonus.
That foul going to put Southwest. Well, they thought in the bonus, but then that's what the PA announcer said. But instead, no, it's going to be Southwestern basketball far sideline. That is just the 5th team foul against LA City or LA Harbor, excuse me. Jackson inbound. Barnett with it. Now man-to-man defense for the Seahawks. Kick corner. Jackson open 3. His look on the way, no good. Long rebound. Oh, great good feed. Pass. Lockett underneath to Hill.
Good look.
That was a fantastic pass.
Yeah, and that time it was the Jaguars hitting the offensive glass.
On the drive, taking it all away. Nice move by Nelson. He's got 6.
Yeah, that's Nelson. That's a good take there.
Lockett around a screen by Dunn. Takes it into the key. Shot on the way. Before the shot, that foul will be on the floor.
Yeah, in college, that's on the floor. In NBA, they might have
given him the continuation. You know what? You like the effort, though. Like, go all the way through the play. Why not?
Yeah, and that's a score for you. He's thinking about putting the ball in the bucket.
Lockett's going to come out of the game. Noble will check in for him. That foul went against Nelson, his first team 6. So each team with 6 team fouls in the first half. Barnett, nice feed underneath. Noble tries to pass it, and it's going to be deflected off of Noble out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't think Noble was ready for that pass.
Yeah, he saw a lot of navy blue jerseys around him and tried to give it up.
And he's a point guard, and he was under the bucket. He didn't have an angle for a shot, and he's like, let me pass this thing.
Nelson takes it all the way with a left hand.
Yeah. Just imagine if Nelson wasn't in there, they'd really be in trouble.
Yeah, Nelson and Onumare.
Yeah.
With Onumare off the bench, that's really carried the Seahawks here through the first half.
Absolutely.
Jackson with a dribble exchange with Hill. Hill's going to put up a 3, and that's an air ball. Probably not the shot he was looking for at that point in the clock.
Yeah, ill-advised shot. You don't need that early either.
Now that looked almost like I'm not sure what to do. Why don't I put this one up? Kind of a play. Here's Nelson, who's heat checking here from 3, and that's off the side of the backboard. The Flames went out. Meanwhile, corner Noble. Noble give off to Hill. Open Barnett. 3 on the way. No good. Onumare the rebound. This ball is going to be knocked away from Anopueme.
It looked like it went off the foot.
Hill's going to drive baseline side, go up with the left hand, draw the foul. And that foul's on Onumare. That's his second. It is. Actually, excuse me, his third, they're saying. So that's a huge foul right there.
That's a problem for them.
6:19 left in the half. There are a couple players who are out for the Seahawks. They really battled the injury bug here through their first 11 games. Jordan Johnson and Nate Guevara both not here this afternoon. So you're going to have Jimerson's going to check back in, and then so will number 22, Mitchell.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where the offense runs through for them during this stretch.
Wilmington also in the game. So the two guards staying out on the floor, starters Delverani and Onopueme. Here's Hill at the free throw line for the front end, and no good. So despite the foul trouble and the turnovers, the Seahawks still have a chance to cut this to 14 here. Onopueme is going to go up. Tough shot, no good. Nice rebound done underneath.
Yeah, good contest. He didn't really have an angle there.
And now a 30-second timeout going to be called by Southwestern to talk things over here. So a 33-17 game. And let's look at the foul shooting here for just a moment for Southwestern, because they are now 2 of 7 from the free throw line. And I know that's not a lot of free throws yet. I mean, you're 4 of 7, 5 of 7. This game looks a little bit different. But,
right.
Boy, that could come into play down the road if you're not knocking those down.
Yeah, especially if that trend continues. We have a small sample size. That percentage is not good at all, though. However, the other bugaboo the Jaguars have had, and this is why I think Coach Shelley might be calling this timeout, is sometimes when they get a lead or when the threes are coming easily, they just start jacking up threes and they forget what their identity is. And in the past, that has allowed other teams to close the distance and make it a competitive game again. So he's probably just setting them down, saying, hey, let's do what we do, fellas. We have a good, comfortable lead here. Let's run some good offense, get good shots, and play good defense. Brandon
Dimolanta has just checked in for the first time for Southwestern. So it's Dimolanta, Dunn, Noble, Barnett, and Jackson on the floor, and we got ourselves a turnover. Nice defense by Mitchell.
Yeah, he might have got away with a little reach there, but they didn't call it, so going the other way.
So Delverani across the timeline. Picks up the dribble, almost dragged the pivot foot. Mitchell's going to drive baseline side. Dump down low, underneath, ball poked away, and it's going to go off the leg of Wilmington out of bounds. Nice play underneath by Jackson defensively.
Yeah, way to hold his ground there.
And Jackson will now take a seat, as coming in for him will be Derek Edmond. Also back into the game, Aiden Lockett. And going out, in addition to Jackson, is Barnett, who had some nice minutes off the bench.
Looks like Jackson was able to stay in for a few more minutes and not pick up that third foul, so that bodes well for them.
5:20 and counting. Lockett going to go corner. Noble fakes the three, drives into the key. Nice couple of steps, gets the layup. Boy, he did a great job getting to the bucket with those 2 long strides.
Yeah, good hesitation move there.
Lead back up to 18.
Nowhere to go there.
Nice kick out, but we got to travel. Yeah, good call. Jimerson got caught underneath.
Yeah, I don't know where. There was nowhere to go. Every dribble he took, he was just trapping himself. That was a disaster waiting to happen.
Laurent Tunapopo is going to check in for the first time for the Seahawks. He will replace Wilmington. So a couple of empty trips down the floor for LA Harbor. Didn't even get a shot off. 2 turnovers. Jaguars running a little bit of a weave. Noble, nice fake, takes it into the key. Kick out, faking the three was Edmond. Nice pass and underneath. That's a great high-low across the key from Dimolanta to Dunn.
Yeah, good movement that time. Good find, good finish.
Tunapopo gives it up. Jumper on the way off the front iron from Onopueme.
Good find.
That's a nice pass from Dunn to Edmond, and Edmond will draw the foul, head to the line. And that foul on Jimerson will be his second.
Yeah, the Jaguars are clicking. They got Dunn back in the game, and the energy just picks up right away.
This will be Edmond's first trip to the free throw line. He's got 5 points in the first half. hits the first free throw as substitutions for the Seahawks. Onomawari is going to come back in with those 3 fouls. So that just shows you what Coach Lowe's is working with depth-wise, where he's bringing in one of his key guys off the bench with 3 fouls.
Yeah, it's kind of out of necessity. He's thinking, hey, if the balloon's to 30, it doesn't matter, who's on the floor.
Fair point.
We got to roll with our best here.
Nelson also coming in for the Seahawks. And our first look at the 7-footer for Southwestern, Nico Ortega, coming into the game and replace Dunn.
Yeah, with Ortega in, I would like to see the ball go to the low post. Try to maybe pick up that 4th foul.
Well, you got a 7-footer in there. He's got the best height of anybody on the floor. That's a huge matchup problem.
A lot.
Yeah, huge matchup problem for the Seahawks. Here's Nelson. Kick out, 3 on the way. Mitchell, good. Nice shot. First 3 of the game for the Seahawks.
They're going to need a lot more of those.
Noble the other way. He's going to drive into the key. Kick corner. 3-pointer, no good. Ball going to be knocked out of bounds by Southwestern as Demolana could not knock down the 3. 3:45 and counting here in the first half.
Yeah, I don't know if L.A. Harbor's contested a corner 3 yet. Good
Nelson, 10-footer. Hits every part of the backboard and rim you can without getting the nylon.
At least he has shooter touch. He got a few bounces there.
Nice hesitation, taking it in. Good Euro step, and the ball rimming out tough for Edmond. That ball was halfway down. I was already marking him with a bucket in my scorebook. Here is a nice drive by Jimerson, his first points.
Yeah, but that's different. To take the ball in transition and get an early, tough, hard-fought bucket as opposed to taking on 2 or 3 defenders.
Noble, a little 2-man game with Lockett.
Signs of life here from L.A. Harbor.
Driving Lockett. He's going to be bumped and will draw the foul on Del Verani, who will pick up his 2nd personal foul. Into the free throw line, Lockett.
Yeah, that's the score there. The contact wasn't as much. He kind of added to it a little bit. Not saying it wasn't a foul, but his reaction to the contact kind of forced the official to blow the whistle there.
Well, and that's those little nuances in the game that a good shooter knows how to do, right? Buy yourself a call or 2 during the game because of it.
True, but he's lucky I'm not official. I'll be like, man, stop acting, man. You barely got touched.
So if we need to go to replay, we're just going to go to you, Scott, is what it is. I think that's why our officiating crew will just turn and look up here in the gym at Southwestern.
Yeah, I have been known to tell him that, hey, he was acting right.
We're in the top row, folks, across from the scorer's table as Lockett makes both. He's now 4 for 4 from the foul line and is in double digits.
It's that 2010 vision.
At our age, that's a flex right there.
All right.
41-22 the score. Picking up the dribble was Mitchell. Now this is Jimerson. Yeah. He's going to get a blocking foul called against Ortega.
Yeah, that's smart. Make the big man have to move his feet.
And that will put Jimerson at the line for the front end of a 1-and-1. Is that the 7th-team foul against the Jaguars? Jimerson free throw short. Long rebound to Lockett.
Yeah, it looks like most of the guys didn't realize it was a 1-and-1 situation.
Well, it's just the second time, or actually second player on this Seahawks roster to get to the free throw line in the game. Is a nice deflection by Nelson. It was Onomawari was the only other guy to get to the foul line. He was 3 of 3 from the line. So
yeah, but I believe that's their own fault because of the style of play they're playing. If they were moving the ball a little, getting the defense off balance, they'd have more opportunities to get some fouls called on them.
Lockett on the drive. Great spin move. Goes up. Ran into his own teammate, Ortega, a little bit playing defense inadvertently, and the ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by the Jaguars.
Yeah, and I think that's where Lockett, kind of looking for contact all the time, went to his disadvantage because it never came.
Yeah, well, he got contact from his teammate, and the officials are not going to blow that whistle.
Absolutely.
Del Verani.
Back there.
The floater, no good. You're right, a little bit of a push in the back,
good
but
rebound.
No call.
Got numbers here, right side if you're ready.
Lockett the other way.
Yeah.
Nice job by the Seahawks getting back in transition.
Yeah, a lot better by them. Oh.
Tough pass, turnover. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell floats front court Jimerson. He's going to take it in, go up, gets the layup.
Yeah, way to use the body there. Jaguars getting a little sloppy here the last few minutes.
A little loose with the basketball. Soares just checked back in, trying to settle it down. Lockett running the point. Nice defense by Nelson. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Lockett hesitation move, takes it in. Floater on the way, no good. Long rebound. Going to go to Ortega. Look what I found.
That's one of the easier rebounds he'll get.
And Barnett, who just came in, the recipient of a nice jump stop and pass by Edmond.
Good find, good cut.
Manny Barnett's got 5.
Too much dribbling. And
that one's going to be knocked out of bounds by Soares. But you're right. It's really the Seahawks. You can see they fall prey to that a little bit too much one-on-one.
Too much one-on-one. The defense sees you coming. The help defense can just rotate. The windows are really small there. You're not going to get to the rim against 5 people.
Ano Pueme just checked back in. Pass underneath, going up and rejected by Ortega. Didn't even have to leave his feet. Barnett going up for the left-handed layup, and it's rejected by Mitchell. What a play.
Really good timing there and athleticism.
And then a 3-on-2 the other way. Mitchell going to go down low. Nelson wants no part of Ortega. He's going to step out to the three-point line. That's a little bit clearer. The front rim, though, the battle for the rebound, going to go to Nelson, and he's going to be bumped on the play by Soares. Will pick up the foul.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate on a loose ball. But that whole sequence they didn't get the bucket there. But as we talked about, they had good ball minute. They got a pretty good shot, and then they ended up getting fouled. So that's the recipe for them the rest of the way.
And that's going to put Nelson at the free throw line as Soares picks up the personal. Jackson's going to come in and replace him. I think we'll confirm this at halftime, Scott, but that may be the 3rd foul against Soares.
Yeah, I believe so, and that's an unfortunate way to get your 3rd one.
Yeah, really just a play where you're hustling, you're trying to be aggressive to the basketball, and Nelson just beat you there by a half step.
Yeah, but that also kind of goes to my point that when you get the other team scrambling and running around, then you end up getting in situations where you get more calls in your favor.
We've got Barnett, who is doing a little bit of light custodial work out there to get some sweat off the floor. No ball boys for this afternoon's game, or ball girls at the JC level.
It's not in the budget. Jeez.
No volunteers either.
Man,
2 days before Christmas, I think the kids are out shopping.
Where's the big screen TV so we can see giant replays?
Here's Nelson. Front end of the 1-and-1, hits it. He's got 9, looking for point number 10 on this next free throw.
But that might not be too far off with the new changes in the junior college and the rulings for how people can play and more eligibility. You're going to have to entice people to get to your schools.
That's right. Already the recruiting process was tough. Now it's getting harder.
A lot harder.
Both free throws good. Nelson 10 points in the game, and the Seahawks pick up in a 2-2-1 full court for the first time. Lockett to Ortega. Nice job breaking the press. About a 9-second difference between the shot and the game clock here for Southwestern.
Yeah, they need to get into their offense, though.
Down to 10 on the shot clock. Lockett, who's instant offense, going to take it all the way in for the layup.
Yeah, you could kind of tell he was going to shoot. He was going to get his shot off.
Yeah, you're not. I get the sense that Lockett, in any type of shot clock situation, not too concerned about what it is. He feels like he can get his look whenever he wants.
Yeah, he is a scorer. He's a true scorer.
7.3 seconds left on the clock as Delverani had the ball knocked out of bounds.
But you notice
driving.
on that one he drove and he was thinking about scoring rather than drawing contact. And in my opinion, he's much effective when he just tries to get the bucket.
Here's a pull-up, 15-footer short. Long rebound to Nelson. Three-pointer on the way. No good. And that will end the first half.
Yeah, they really needed that one. That could have gave them a little momentum.
45-26 the score, though. It's a 19-point advantage for Southwestern. You're watching this game on Cali Photo Sports YouTube channel, Southwestern College Basketball. We'll be back with halftime in just a few moments. halftime here at Southwestern College. We sent Scott Catlin down to talk to head coach Tyrone Shelley, get his thoughts on the first half of play.
Scott Catlin here with Coach Tyrone Shelley. Coach, you jumped out to a 19-point lead. What did you like about the first half, and what do you think you need to do better in the second half?
I liked everything. Guys are playing together. Guys are playing with energy tonight or today. It's like a practice for us. So I told guys we have practice at 150, go into a 3 until the girls come here and kick us off the court. So this is when energy picks up. Guys don't want to go home. So right now we're doing a great job getting out and executing our offense. What I don't like is offensive rebounds. The team's getting way too many offensive rebounds. We don't want to carry that into the next game that we have or the new year. So we got to box these guys out, keep them off the glass.
All right, keep the momentum up. Good luck in the second half, Coach.
And that was Coach Tyrone Shelley talking to our Scott Catlin down there on the floor, talking a little bit about the fact that he likes how they're executing the offense, but the LA Harbor Seahawks doing a great job attacking the offensive glass, seeing if Southwestern can clean that up in the second half. We'll be back with more on the halftime show, Cali Photo Sports, in just a few moments. Halftime winding down here at Southwestern College, where the Jaguars enjoy a 45-26 lead over the LA Harbor Seahawks. Jeff Kurtz alongside Scott Catlin. Let's run through the scoring from the first half. First for the visiting Seahawks. They were led by Chuka Onomoare with 7 points. Chase Nelson and A.J. Jimerson both tied with 6. 3 for Darion Mitchell. And Devin Wilmington and Jason Gerald with 2 apiece. But the one glaring stat there is Eze Anopueme, who's one of the top scorers for the Seahawks. No points in the first half and 2 personal fouls, 3 in the game for Onomoare. So that's going to be an interesting situation for Coach Tony Loza, already operating with a short bench. Meanwhile, for Southwestern, they were led by Aiden Lockett's 12 points, 7 out of Derek Edmond, 6 from Devin Dunn, 5 from Baron Noble, 4 each from Jartavius Jackson and Julian Soares, and then 2 from Peyton Hill off the bench. Soares with 3 personal fouls in the first half, Jackson with 2. So, Coach Shelley, a little bit of concern there. Scott, your thoughts on the second half we're about to see?
Well, speaking with Coach Shelley, he liked what he saw, but as we mentioned in the first half, they need to do better on the glass. Gave up a lot of offensive rebounds. For LA Harbor, they're going to have to get some ball movement, not turn the ball over, try to get to the free throw line and play a clean game if they're going to have any chance of getting back in this. The Jaguars need to keep more of the same. Good ball movement, take good shots, take care of the ball, and they're in good shape right here.
It is Lockett, Soares, Dunn, Jackson, and Noble on the floor for the Jaguars to start the second half. We'll get you the Seahawks starting 5 in just a moment as Noble penetrates into the teeth of the defense, and we got a jump ball tie-up. The possession arrow now favors the Seahawks.
Yeah, that's good defense. He didn't really have anywhere to go there. I would like to see a jump stop or just not go in there at all and keep the ball moving around the perimeter.
It is Nelson, Delverane, Anopueme, Jimerson, and Wilmington on the floor for the Seahawks to start the second half. Delverane with the basketball.
Goes without saying, but these first 4 minutes are crucial for both teams.
And I think LA Harbor's got to get Anopueme going. I mean, you can't have one of your top scorers without a bucket in the game as he turns it over on the first Seahawks possession.
Yeah, and he's not even looking to score right now.
Soares, great spin move, and he's going to be fouled.
Yeah, he might have got away with a little bit of a bunny hop to start that, but that's a good spin move and got bailed out with the foul.
That foul is going to go against Devin Wilmington, his first, team's first here in the second half. And Soares to the free throw line where he was 0 of 4 in the first half, though he had a lot of good minutes, 4 points, a couple of steals, and he quickly remedies that free throw situation by hitting his first of the game.
Inauspicious start for LA Harbor, turning the ball over.
Soares makes both. Clearly he likes shooting free throws better on the basket to our left than the one to the right, Scott.
Yeah, those look good. Like he looked like an 80% shooter.
He did. Anopueme with the basketball. Give off to Nelson. Nice closeout by Soares. Anopueme going to pick up the dribble, looking into the post. Delverane gets the ball instead.
Yeah, he wanted to work a 2-man game there. It was a good defense, though.
And a nice shot by Wilmington. 16-footer with a left hand.
Yeah, but that's good offense there. The ball touched the paint. They tried to run a 2-man game. They moved it around, got a good open shot. That's much better for them.
That's what Coach Loza was looking for. He said, I just want to make sure we're improving game to game, so when we get into the league play, we're ready to go. Oh, good fake underneath. Done. Reverse layup off the great no-look from Lockett.
Yeah, he got him thinking he was throwing to the wing, and he threw to the post for the easy bucket.
Boy, I like Lockett's game. Just in his sophomore year out of University City High School here in San Diego, Anopueme pull up, and he knocks down his first bucket of the game.
Yeah, they need a lot more of that. Yeah, Lockett's good on the offensive end.
Lockett going to swing to Dunn. Noble going to back it out. 13 on the shot clock. Now down to 10. Noble, a lot of dribbling, takes it in. Floater on the way, good. Hits the runner.
Tough shot going to his left with using the right hand, but he made it.
Southwestern's been better deep in the shot clock in one-on-one situations than LA Harbor has.
Yeah,
throughout the game.
I think it's because they have more polished scores and they're just used to getting their own shots.
Ball gets knocked away from Soares, and Wilmington gets the garbage and puts it in the right trash can.
Yeah, good work by him.
Lockett, dribble exchange with Jackson. Around a pick by Dunn, who was open on the roll, but they can't find him. Lockett's just going to put up a three instead, back iron. Here's Nelson on the sprint out with a rebound. Open Jimerson, and he floats to the other side, can't finish. Delverani for three. No. Rebounded underneath by Noble. Noble's got numbers. Jackson's going to shoot a three. Short.
Get back on defense here.
Jimerson's going to try a three ball. He's going to miss. Long rebound to Lockett. Lockett's got a 3-on-2.
Yeah, those are two good looks they've had, and they missed them both.
And
Jaguars getting a little sloppy here.
Yeah, Delverani, a nice steal. On a Poeme, three-pointer, no.
Yeah, see, that's three open threes. That one's a little bit contested. L.A. Harbor, I think they need to attack the rim, try to get some layups, and get the Jaguars into foul trouble, especially while the Jaguars are in a lull right now.
Here's Noble to Lockett. Soares going to have the ball poked away by Nelson. Nelson looking to go all the way. He's going to go up and hit the layup.
Yeah, one more bucket here. I think Coach Shelley might take a timeout just to talk to his troops and get them resettled. So the score, fortunately, they haven't really put a dent in this lead, but the style of play is not good for the Jaguars right now.
Yeah, the Seahawks have done a nice job running their offensive sets coming out of the halftime.
Yes, it's two totally different games from the first half already.
Lockett, nice feed to
Good
Dunn
block.
underneath, and
That's
a great block.
It's a good contest there. There you got numbers. They're not hustling back on defense.
And then Jimerson got out of control and threw it away.
Yeah.
You got pretty much a hockey substitution coming in here for Tony Loza, as he's going to pretty much replace a line.
Yeah, so maybe Coach was thinking that the starters for the Jaguars have played a lot of minutes. Maybe they're a little bit gassed. Maybe I can get another run here with some fresh guys.
Well, it's going to be Weeks, Mitchell on the floor, along with Onomoreme.
The two he kept in, though.
Yeah. Ano Poeme stays in the game, and the ball is poked away by Ano Poeme. Here's Mitchell going the other way. He's going to go up. He's going to draw the foul on Lockett.
Yeah, just like that.
And L.A. Harbor looking to make a little bit of a run here.
Yeah, they have all the energy and all the momentum right now.
Mitchell, first free throw, short. This is Mitchell's first trip to the foul line.
Yeah, with the young team, even though they're not cutting into this lead, I'm sure their coach is pleased to see the effort that they've come out with in the second half.
Second free throw also no good. Nelson battling on the boards with Jackson, and he'll knock the ball out of bounds. But again, the Seahawks are doing a good job attacking the offensive glass. Looks like Southwestern is getting caught too deep under the basket.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, longer shots, you're going to get longer rebounds as well. In the past, the Jaguars have had a tendency not to body up.
Let's see if that changes here as the second half rolls along. Here's Noble, double-teamed, and tries to get it to Soares, does. Soares finds Lockett open in the corner. Three, good. That is a great find.
That is a great find and a timely three-pointer to maybe get them back on track.
Lockett now with 15 in the game, knocking down that jump shot. That's one area where Southwestern has really outplayed
Good block.
L.A. Harbors in three-point shooting. Fantastic play by Soares on the rejection on Mitchell trying to shoot the three. This is Edmond, who just checked into the game. The ball will be knocked out of bounds by Onomoreme as the Seahawks dialing up the defensive intensity a little bit here in the second half.
Yeah, you would think that, you know, they cut 10 points off this lead, and they haven't.
I know, really, from the effort they've been putting out, yeah, the effort has certainly been there. And I think Coach Loza, recognizing where the team is at this point in the year, that effort is key.
Yeah, the score doesn't reflect it, but L.A. Harbor has thoroughly outplayed Southwestern in the second half. They just haven't cut into the lead at all.
No, in fact, they're down 19 at the half. They're now down 20. But it's the three-point shooting that has really kept Southwestern in that big gap. They
Yeah.
have done a great job from the three-point line.
Yeah, and LA Harbor's missed all of their threes this half and free throws.
Battle underneath, off the missed shot. Mitchell, the rebound. Here's a jumper on the way, and a nice 15-footer along the baseline by Tunopopo.
Yeah, they finally got an open shot to fall. Law of averages.
Tunopopo with his first bucket. Soares running the point right now.
Too much dribbling, though.
Takes it all the way in. Floater no. Rebounded underneath by Anapoeme. Nice outlet to Mitchell. Mitchell goes up and rejected by Jackson.
Yeah, good hustle by Jackson.
Boy, there have been a lot of leak outs in this game where guys have been blocked on the layup. It's great hustle defensively by both teams.
Yeah, which conversely, though, you as a coach, you're like, they shouldn't be getting leak outs.
Yeah.
Somebody's supposed to be back.
Nelson on the drive. It's the recovery, Scott. It's the recovery after that. That's the key. Got a loose ball foul underneath. That foul is going to go against
Well, the coach in
Anamari.
me and the point guard in me says, if I'm going to the bucket, the offside guard needs to be back.
Yeah, needs to rotate back. You're absolutely right.
We don't have to recover if we're not in that bad position in the first place.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, Onomoara just picked up his fourth personal foul, so he's going to be sitting for a little bit here.
Yeah, that's a problem for them.
Had some good minutes off the bench in the first half.
The Jaguars
Noble
need to
around
get
a
into
pick.
their offense here.
Gives it to Soares with 12 on the shot clock. Edmonds going to shoot the three and hit it.
Good shot.
That's a good way to solve that shot clock dilemma.
Yeah.
Here's Mitchell. Turnaround 12-footer on the way, and knocking it down again is Tunopopo.
Yeah, so the Jaguars still have this big lead, but Coach Shelley is not going to be pleased with the quality of shots that LA Harbor's getting. In his mind, he's thinking about when they play a team that scores a lot of points, how that's going to come back to bite them. Because this second half is going to determine how the momentum they take into the next game. Good take there.
Nice job by Soares taking it all the way in. He's got 8. They are really pressuring Noble out high, so that's going to be open. If Soares looks, as Lockett knocks the ball away, loose ball on the floor. Nelson comes up with it, takes it all the way in, leaves the layup short.
Yeah, that's tough. Can't miss layups when you're trailing, trying to get back in it.
Lockett picked up by Mitchell.
Good
Rounded
screen
pick by
there.
Soares. Yeah, that was a good pick. Here's Edmond. Lockett down to 10.
Deep in the shot clock again.
Soares gets open underneath, and he's going to draw the foul.
Yeah, I don't even know. I think he was looking to pass there.
And Anapoeme just picked up his third personal, so the foul situation starting to pile up for Coach Loza, and he's going to take a quick 30-second timeout. So, Scott, let's go back to this. It's now a 59-38 game, and just the eye test, if you didn't look at the scoreboard, would have you go, boy, LA Harbor has really picked up the intensity. They should have cut this down to about 12 or 14 by now, and they're in a worse position than they were when the half ended.
Yeah, they missed a lot of open, easy shots so far this half. You know, we're 9 minutes in, and they don't have a lot of guys who are just true scorers. And that's probably what in off season, that's what coach is going to look for. They need that one knockdown shooter. They need a really good, solid post player. And then they have the pieces to have something solid here. Like he said, this is a very young team, but you got to be pleased with their effort. They're just not capitalizing on things. And that comes with youth sometimes.
14 guys on the roster and only 3 second-year players. I mean, that is a lot of freshmen you have on your
Team
roster
for a junior college team.
Soares to the line for a couple.
It's not an easy conference to play in either.
And he knocks down another free throw. He's made his last 3 after missing his first 4. Looking for point number 10 with this free throw. And it rims out. Mitchell the rebound, 1 out of 2 for the Jaguars. This is Weeks on the penetration. Takes it all the way and good. Boy, that was a great-looking move by Eric Weeks.
Good move. And I'm chuckling because in true scorer fashion, those are the calls that Lockett looks for and gets. It's the same on the other end, buddy.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good when the shoe's on the other foot, does it?
Yeah, if you want to get those calls, they got to call them on you, too.
Boy, Weeks, though, with a strong take. He's one of those 3 sophomores that Coach Loza has. His free throw on the way is good.
Yeah, he went to the bucket confidently there and knocked that free throw down the same way.
Yeah, Nelson, Weeks, and Anopueme are the 3 sophomores for this Seahawks team. Here's a high post pass to Soares, who gets a step, takes it all the way in, and converts on the other side of the bucket.
Yeah, way to use your body and the rim to protect you. It's a good move there.
He's having a good second half, now 11 in the game. Second on the team in scoring behind Lockett. Turnaround 15-footer on the way, no good. Battle for the rebound underneath, going to go to Jackson.
Yeah, Suarez plays a lot bigger than he actually is, at least from a height standpoint.
Yeah, it's 6'3".
Yeah, he plays bigger than that.
He's got the ball, high right elbow. Now going to turn and face. And he's going to be fouled by Weeks with a block. You know, he reminds me of, or at least style of play, because obviously he's got a long way to go as I make this analogy, but Charles Barkley. 6'5", Barkley, big, physical, can handle the ball, shoot from the outside, take it to the rim, good ball handling skills. I mean, the style of game for kind of an undersized power forward is pretty similar.
Yeah, similar. Just people see Barkley now and they don't realize how athletic he was.
Yeah, he was
how
remarkable.
Fast he moved and how high he jumped. So, but similarly, yeah, and his ability. I think what's a little different with Suarez is because he was a guard. His court vision is a little different than Barkley's was. Barkley was a scorer who could pass when he needed to, where Suarez is actually a point. You know, so he's used to looking for other people. But good analogy though.
Lockett going to back it out to Noble. Coming down to the midpoint of the second half. Jaguars comfortably in front at the moment by 21. Noble down to Soares again. He's going to go to work. Nice spin move. Puts a shot up, in and out.
That's a good move. Just didn't finish.
Quick outlet. Seahawks on the run. Mitchell all the way. Takes it in for the bucket. Nice shot.
Yeah, that was good offense there.
That was quick transition.
Yeah, and that's where sometimes the Jaguars are going to have to clean that up going through the season here.
Yeah, it may not be as big of an impact today, but it could be down the road.
Absolutely.
Noble around to pick out high by Edmond. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Edmond going to penetrate, take it in. Tough shot in traffic, rims out. Anopueme may not be getting a lot of buckets today, but he's getting a lot of rebounds. Gets another one here.
Those boards.
And now 4-on-2 underneath Jimerson. He's going to go up charge.
Yeah, I think if he didn't drop the shoulder, he might have got away with that. But because he dipped, forced the official to call the charge.
Well, nice hustle by Noble, getting all the way back down the floor to get in position to get the charge.
Yeah, and to take it. A lot of guys don't want to take that contact. So kudos to him for that.
Jimerson picks up his third personal foul. We got a host of substitutions. We'll reset the lineups for you. Is coming into the game Manny Barnett and Devin Dunn. Lockett stays on the floor. Also checking in Brandon DiMolanta for Southwestern, and Jackson will stay out on the floor as well. We'll get you the Seahawks in just a moment. Barnett to DiMolanta. Down to 15 on the shot clock. Lockett going to drive baseline side. Floater on the way. No good. Rebounded underneath by Nelson.
Yeah, Lockett needs to get up and get back.
Here's Weeks. Going to take it all away. Leaves the layup short. Followed by Jimerson, though, is good.
Yeah, see, to me, that's the domino effect. So when Lockett looks for contact and he ends up on the floor and doesn't get the call, the other team is going to have numbers going the other way.
$17-point game. It's been a while since the Seahawks have gotten the lead down to 17. Lockett turns the corner, takes it all the way. Strong move to the bucket.
Yeah, and that time, he ended up on the floor, but he was thinking about scoring. Had a better look and got the bucket. Good offense there.
It's Mitchell, Weeks, Tunupopo as Weeks drives, Jimerson and Nelson. This is a Mitchell 3 front iron. DiMolanta Nice job going up and getting the rebound.
Yeah, that was good position, good effort there.
And now he's going to take it all the way, but he traveled.
Yeah, he slid a little bit.
Yep, good call, Scott. And now back in with those 4 personal fouls for LA Harbor is Onomawara.
Yeah, with 8 minutes left, do or die, might as well.
64-45. The lead was 19 at the half. It's 19 right now. As Southwestern going a little 2-3 zone here. First time in the game. Kick out. Mitchell, 3-ball on the way. Good.
Good shot there. Keep getting open looks. Eventually, they're going to start falling.
Well, he's the one guy who's been hitting threes and literally the one guy for LA Harbor who's had threes in the game. He's got 3 of them and 11 points. 6 threes in the game for
So
Southwestern.
you're saying they shouldn't leave him open?
Correct. Find 22 and get a white jersey on him. Shot on the way, no good. Mitchell unable to save it. It'll be ball out of bounds to Southwestern. 4 on the shot clock, 7:16 on the game clock.
Got to go quick here.
Jackson inbound.
LA Harbor just looking to cut it to 10 in the next minute or two.
Yeah, it's down to a 16-point game after that 3 by Mitchell. Demolanta, quick inbounds. Barnett's going to put up the 3. No good.
Oh,
And we got a loose ball foul on Lockett, who knew it as soon as he committed it. That's his 3rd personal. Pretty easy to see there.
Yeah, that was a clear foul.
Unfortunately for Onomawara, he's the one who took the brunt of that, and he's still down on the floor. Or excuse me, that wasn't him. That was Nelson. Nelson. Back to his feet, however.
He's a scorer. He'll be all right because they have the ball. That always gives you a little more power and
That's
energy.
right. It hurts less if you're going on offense.
That's right.
Our officials taking a moment to get the sweat off the floor. 7:13 left. But a key moment in the game over these next 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, Scott, if LA Harbor can get this down to about 12, 10 points, it starts to become nervous time.
It gets real interesting because they've missed a lot of open shots this half. And if they keep getting them, anything can happen here.
Now a 1-3-1 zone for Southwestern.
See?
Weeks gets away with a push-off, gives off to Mitchell. He's been open and hot from 3, hits another.
Another one. And just like that.
13-point game. A lot of time left. Lockett trying to drive on Jimerson, takes it all the way. He's going to draw the foul. And it's going to be interesting to see who they call this on.
Yeah, lucky there. Lucky a little bit out of control and taking on a compacted defense, but he got the call.
That's going to be the 5th foul against Onomawara.
Oh, that could change things.
So Onomawara, not a starter, but 7 points in the game, is going to have to come out for the rest. 6:36 to play.
Yeah, let's see if that kills their momentum. They were on a good stretch there.
Lockett to the line for 2 as Nico Ortega is going to check in for Southwestern.
Interesting substitution for me with Ortega coming back.
First free throw good for Lockett. Well, given the way LA Harbor's been attacking the glass, maybe Ortega's in there just to provide a big body and keep guys from getting close to the bucket.
Yeah, assuming they're not going to play man, because if they're going to play man, they're just going to pull them away from the bucket. So we'll see. And then let's see how Southwestern approaches the offensive end as well.
Lockett, a couple of big free throws. He's going to come out of the game now with 7 second-half points, 19 on the game, as Noble's going to check in. And they're going that 1-3-1, and Ortega's playing in the middle at the free throw line, which is kind of interesting. You'd think maybe 2-3 and you pop them into the middle of that zone.
Yeah, exactly, to keep people off the board, because it's too far of a distance for him to go to help and to crash the boards, in my opinion, because he's basically taking Swerve's spot.
Well, he gets a rejection there. Ball dumped down underneath, no good on the floater.
They just missed the layup.
And then Ortega the rebound, and he's going to be fouled.
Yeah.
Tunapopo almost hit the floater from 5.
Yeah, he got the block, but then they missed the open layup. Tough for LA Harbor.
Actually, they're going to say ball out of bounds. Last touched by LA Harbor. So now the Seahawks going to pick up full court. They haven't done this much today. Inbounds pass to Barnett near midcourt. No need to hurry if you're the Jaguars once you get down the floor.
Yeah, but also make sure the ball moves. Don't be stagnant and still try to score and get good shots.
Jackson gives off to Noble. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Noble down to 5. Here's Jackson, open 3 look on the way. It's a good offensive set. Dunn the rebound.
Good rebound. No need to hurry here.
Yeah, run another 20 seconds off the clock. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Noble, Barnett, straight away. We got an illegal screen on Dunn.
Yeah, he just didn't get set and kind of hip checked him a little bit.
Actually, they're going to call that on Ortega, not Dunn. So that will be Ortega's second personal.
Huh. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I thought Dunn got more contact than Ortega did.
It looked like he hip checked on to me.
Well, Ortega is difficult to hide. It's difficult for him to hide. So
True.
Mitchell almost walked with the basketball. Here's Jimerson, down baseline side cut off. 3-pointer on the way. Strong from Tunapopo. Nice rebound.
Yeah.
Good find.
Good pass.
Mitchell to Jimerson.
They're not going away.
Jimerson now with 10. Dunn open down the floor. He goes up. Too strong on the layup.
Yeah, I think he was expecting contact and then attack the rim.
Slow to get up, and now Barnett's going to have an open layup the other way.
Yeah, that's disaster there. They had numbers and turned the ball over for a layup going back the other way.
They got 5 on 4 the other way, and then you end up giving up the bucket.
You could have cut it to 11 or maybe even 10, and now you're down 15.
And Dunn still on the floor. That was just a great play by Barnett, stepping into the passing lane and the easy left-handed layup.
Yeah, when you're struggling, you can't make live ball turnovers like that.
Boy, Dunn
Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, boy, he's not putting much weight on that left leg.
Yeah, and right now that's the biggest story of the game because he's crucial to what they like to do.
8 points in the game for Dunn. Hopefully not too bad. Well, the second half has really been for the Seahawks the Darian Mitchell show. He's got 4 threes in the game, 14 points to lead the team. And also the secondary story has been Southwestern's ability to limit Ano Pueme, who'd been out for a few weeks with a strained calf, but had been the leading scorer for the Seahawks through the good first part of the year. Only 2 points in the game. I guess the plus side for Coach Lowe's is he's been able to stay out on the floor, except for the foul trouble. He seems to be pretty healthy.
True, but that's a big difference in the game. Let's say he gets his scoring average. We're maybe having a different game here.
Yeah, he averages 14 a game, so
yeah,
I'd make it a 1-point game right here.
Exactly.
He gets the ball down low, goes up, shot blocked by Barnett.
Good help defense there.
15-point advantage for Southwestern. They've been able to maintain the advantage. Their biggest lead of the game has been 21. Here's Nelson. Nelson to Mitchell. Mitchell, nice up and under move, but a little too strong.
Finish, yeah. Good idea, just didn't finish.
Ortega the rebound, outlet to Noble. Noble wisely going to back it out here and run a little clock under 4 minutes to go. Barnett, open 3 on the way. Good.
Big contributions from Barnett here.
10 points off the bench.
5 in the last minute.
Ano Pueme goes all the way. Strong on the layup. Ortega the rebound.
Yeah, and to me that's the difference. All these missed layups and open shots for LA Harbor just been killers for them.
Especially in the second half when they were starting to make some runs, and the energy has been really good for the Seahawks in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, like the Again?
Oh, Barnett was feeling it there. This time he's going to miss, though.
Yeah, that's a heat check.
Yeah, it was. How hot am I right now? That's a 3 for Nelson. Is going to rim out. And Anapueme, a nice strong rebound. He's going to get the foul and go to the line. Soares is going to pick up his 4th.
Yeah, he's a big, strong guy there.
I mean, this is a 6'2" guard who's been going in and getting offensive rebounds for L.A. Harbor in this game.
Yeah, he's a big physical guy.
First free throw, no good. Got a couple of substitutions. Derek Edmond going to check back in for Ortega, who gets a couple of nice rebounds and really filled up the interior there for Coach Shelley.
Yeah, again, I'm nitpicking here, but I'd like to see Ortega on the low block, just to utilize his size, and so he doesn't have to be like. To me, he's more of a station. He's not Jokic out there. We don't want him pulling out and running the offense. We want him on the boards, drop step and shooting, blocking shots.
Good ball movement. Here's Noble taking it in. The layup on the way, no. Battle for the rebound. Soares is unable to track it down, but.
And that's where you have to use your left hand. You got to have a left hand, son. Good strong take, but it's hard to spin the ball that when you're going that hard with the opposite hand. Give it up.
Jimerson skip pass, ball to Weeks, far corner, and Weeks is going to be fouled on the drive. For Jackson, that will be his 3rd.
Yeah, so unless something changes quickly here, it looks like the Jaguars are going to hold on, but I can guarantee you Coach Shelley's not going to be happy with the way his team has played the second half.
Well, and Southwestern's going to take a timeout here with 2:50 to play and the lead 17. But, yeah, I mean, if we think back to that moment where L.A. Harbor had gotten the lead down to 13 with about 6:50 to go, and there was still a ton of time, and that next 2 to 3 minute window was going to be critical. But the Lockett got a 3. You had some big buckets coming from Barnett, and now the lead's back to 17 with 2:50 to play, and it's probably just out of reach now for the Seahawks.
Yeah, the Seahawks just they didn't really have a margin for error in the second half, and they made a few crucial mistakes, and they missed some open shots, which it could be, an 8, 9, 7-point game right now. But, again, that's probably what Coach Shelley's talking about is like, fellas, we need to finish this game out. Let's be secure with the ball these last 3 minutes. Let's run our offense. Let's take good shots, play good defense so we have some momentum going into our next game.
Southwestern looking to move their record to 8-6 on the year.
Yeah, 8-6 looks a lot better than 7-7.
That is for sure. That's a nice gift for Coach Shelley going into the holiday break here in the next couple of days. Above 500 record is always a lot better in your stocking, that's for sure.
Absolutely. And Merry Christmas, in case I forget to mention it.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to everyone who's following our game today. You're on Cali Photo Sports YouTube channel, Southwestern College basketball. Nice drive underneath by Jimerson in traffic, gets the bucket.
Yeah, that's a good, strong move there.
Jimerson now with 12 in the game. Here's Noble into the front court. Lockett exchange with Soares, takes it in all the way. Reverse layup, no.
Yeah, it might have been a little contact there, but you got to think about finishing.
Nelson. You got to get a bucket every time down the floor if you're the Seahawks.
No margin for error here.
Weeks hesitation move. Kick out Mitchell. Mitchell dumped down low. This is Wilmington on the block. He's stripped of the basketball. Going up, Nelson can't get it. The follow good, though, from Wilmington. And he's got 10. And the lead is 13 with under 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, they're still attacking the glass, still not giving up.
Yeah, we don't have the offensive rebounding stats, but they are got to be in the Seahawks' favor.
Oh, definitely.
Here's Noble, 15 on the shot clock. Soares open. Hesitation move. Takes it deep into the key, goes up, and he's going to draw the foul.
Yeah, I think he spun one time too many there.
Yeah. He actually had separation, could have gone up with a layup. I don't think he was anticipating that he'd have that much separation.
Yeah, he was surprised to be that open. He could have just finished with his right hand. He spun back over his right shoulder. But back to the foul line.
Soares free throw misses.
Yeah, if he made his free throws, he might have, 20-plus points.
3 of 9 from the foul line in the game.
Yeah, he does not like that percentage.
11 points in the game right now. 3 of 10. You're right, though, boy. The ability to get to the free throw line and make 80% of your free throws, that's just free money right there.
Yeah, I call that the James Harden and Luka Doncic. Like, have bad shooting nights and it looked like you had a good night.
5 of 18, 33 points.
Yeah, because you made 15 free throws.
Exactly.
It's free money. Got to make your layups and free throws.
Jaguars keep the basketball. Lockett underneath, can't finish. The rebound to Mitchell.
Oh, good pass.
A nice pass. Mitchell. Jimerson get a chance to make a three-point play.
Wow. That's a good 50-foot bounce pass there on the money.
That was a great look as Edmond picks up the foul.
Yeah, the Seahawks show these little glimpses.
If Jimerson can hit this free throw, it's a 10-point game with 1:26 to play.
Yeah, and it puts the pressure back on him.
When do you start fouling if you're L.A. Harbor? This possession, or do you let it play out?
Depending on who has the ball.
Maybe you're fouling Soares.
Soares or Jackson.
Oh, you get a steal almost.
Yeah, so see, this is what we talked about, being secure with the ball in late game situations. This Jaguars really need to clean that up going forward.
It's a 10-point game.
That was almost a dangerous one there as well.
No fouling yet. Noble going to take it into the key. Almost throws it away. Jackson did.
Need the foul. See, the lack of composure is going to really frustrate Coach Shelley.
This can be an 8-point game right here, maybe even 7. Here's Weeks into the front court. Weeks down on the block, Jimerson. Jimerson on Soares. Runs into a wall, puts up the shot, draws the foul.
Yeah, he kind of forced the contact there. I wouldn't have called that, but I get it.
And that's the 5th on Soares. Boy, I guess the only good news for Southwestern out of that is Soares, with the tough foul shooting night, is no longer on the floor. But that also hurts you because he's been a great ball handler for them.
Yeah, but he's probably, in my opinion, been their player of the game. So
double-edged sword.
Yeah, it's definitely a double-edged sword, and especially if he makes both these free throws. It's an 8-point game, partner.
With 1:03 to play. First one rims in.
Wow.
71-62. This is the first time the lead has been in single digits since early in the first half.
Yeah, stranger things have happened.
Second free throw also good. Jimerson, 11 points here in the second half.
Don't foul Lockett.
Lockett, nice spin move into the front court. Triple teamed. They're going to let it run out here.
Yeah, they're going to play.
No fouling now.
Lockett's not going to give it up this possession.
Down to 9 on the shot clock. Lockett down to 5, 4. Great move. Shot on the way. Good.
Yeah, I've watched enough Jaguars games to know that he wasn't giving that ball up.
Lockett handles it himself. Here's Jimerson going to take it all the way. Floater good. Jimerson, great second half.
Yeah, well, where was this all game if they played this way?
I'm surprised they're not fouling here.
Yeah, you got to foul.
I mean, they're going to play it out.
They're just conceding. I would have been fouling.
Yeah.
Try to get the dub.
At least once, just to see if you can.
Yeah, maybe get a quick 3, or they're going to let it play out.
Well, we're going to send Scott down to the floor in just a few moments for our player of the game interview from the Jaguars, who are going to hold on for an 8-point win, 73-65, our final.
Are we in agreement? Are you going with Lockett or Suarez?
I think I will defer to you, but Lockett ended up with 21 in the game, and Soares ends up with 2, 4, 6, 11. So your call, but he did a lot of the little things too.
I'm okay with that. We can go with Lockett just because it's an 8-point game in the point differential. So.
And he's coming into the game averaging 22, finishes with 21 tonight. Scott heading down to the floor right now. You've been following the action on Cali Photo Sports YouTube channel, Southwestern College Basketball, and the Southwestern College Basketball Network. Jeff Kurtz alongside Scott Catlin, and what a performance by the Jaguars. They're going to move to 8-6 on the year as we move to the post-game show. 3-9 now for the Seahawks, but boy, I think Coach Loza's got some good things he can take away from this particular game as the Seahawks played an outstanding second half of basketball and took a 19-point deficit and cut it down to 8, just ran out of time. 73-65 our final. Scott has managed to get Aiden Lockett's attention, and they're going to talk things over here at midcourt. Scott, take it away.
Scott Catlin here with
We've lost our player of the game. I don't know if I saw Lockett move that fast during the game. Scott, let's try this again. Take 2.
Watch out for the west spot. So here with the player of the game. Watch out. So it looks like tonight you got your offense going early. We're looking for your shot. You ended up, I believe, with 21. What did you like about your performance, your team's performance, and what are you looking to going forward?
I feel like we moved the ball good today. Ooh, we starting with the stutter. But I feel like we're moving the ball good. We got our good looks. We started turning the ball over in the second half, which I didn't like. That's part of my fault, too. I got to lock this in more. But we did a good job getting into the offense, running it all the way through, finding the good shots that we wanted, or passing up a good shot to get a great shot.
All right, man. Can enjoy the W. Good luck in the next game.
And that is Scott Catlin talking to our player of the game, Aiden Lockett, who ends up finishing with 21 points to lead all scores. Just a fantastic job.
We'll be signing off.
And Scott, as we wrap up here from Southwestern College, we're going to bring him back up here from down on the floor, but just a fantastic job by Southwestern and doing enough throughout the game to maintain an advantage late. And despite some spotty free throw shooting, it was really the three-point game that kept the Jaguars ahead. 7 threes in the game compared to 4 for the Seahawks, and all 4 coming from Darion Mitchell for L.A. Harbor. But some quick words from Aiden Lockett as Scott rejoining us here in the broadcast booth at the top of the gym here at Southwestern College. Lockett was, talked a little bit about how the ball got a little loose in the second half. They got to do a better job of that, but overall he liked the effort and the offense that they showed tonight.
Yeah, so he was on the court. He was feeling what we were seeing and what we were commenting on. Jaguars, when they play their style of game, they're pretty good, but they have these lulls of 5 to 6 minutes where they forget their identity. In my opinion, they forget their identity. They get loose with the ball. They sometimes fall in love with the three, and they don't protect the defensive glass. So against some of these other teams, that could backfire on them because the Seahawks missed a lot of open shots.
They did.
And layups.
Yes.
So Coach Chula obviously happy with the win, but he knows specifically what they need to clean up and what they need to work on going forward.
Well, folks, that'll wrap it up for us from Southwestern College. The Jaguars get a win. They've got some work to do, but they're now 8-6 on the year. Meanwhile, the Seahawks fall to 3-9. But Coach Loza, I think he can build off a few things that he saw in the second half. They had a really great effort in the second half at L.A. Harbor.
The first thing you look for at any coach is, are we trying? So they do play hard. They just make some glaring mistakes and they miss a lot of shots. So he knows, they have a good foundation. They try hard. They're improving. They improved during this game from the first half to the second half. So at least they're headed in the right direction. Again, it's not where you start, it's where you end up.
Well, we will be back with Southwestern College basketball after Christmas as the Jaguars take the floor again here on Cali Photo Sports YouTube channel. We'll have that coverage for you for our next game coming up here in the next week. So for Scott Catlin, for Pablo Espinal, our executive producer, and I am Jeff Kurtz saying so long from Southwestern College, where the Jaguars win it 73-65. That is a nice gift this holiday season for Southwestern. We'll see you next time on Southwestern College basketball. Good night, everybody.
Merry Christmas.